Welcome to the YouTube channel Jam FLZ. This is a bit different than my Instagram. It's where I talk more about art and show the projects I'm working on, and just longer style content vlogging. I would like to do more. I would like to work on my photography, videography, and actually make my own movie and act in it and set up the camera shots for it, but I might need to get some extras and might need to get some help. But besides the point, today we're here to talk about this painting that I'm working on. So I'm very surprised actually, because I was able to kind of salvage it after years of not working on it. I somehow managed to pick up a similar style that I had before. I'm very happy with the way that this turned out. This is supposed to be like a traditional Bolivian lady. Like some of the artwork that I looked at to get inspiration for this piece, this is supposed to be like something to hold something in there, and there's like a baby wrapped on her back with like a special traditional cloth. So I definitely need to add some more color to it, and yeah, I really like how the layering turned out. And this I wouldn't touch more of this. It's done because I have a tendency to overwork certain parts of my art. Sometimes I overwork it. Like for instance, this monstrosity on the left is overworked, but it's still salvageable because I can still change it up a little bit. I want to add another baby hanging from the back here maybe, and over here I might add like an animal, like a llama or something, just to make it more interesting. Or I might add another one of these drums or these things right here, something. Some way to use that space here. And another thing I want to talk about is the foreground. The foreground was initially supposed to be like a sky, but it just didn't quite feel or look right. So I added more texture to it, and it's kind of like almost like a snow-capped mountain almost. And yes, in Bolivia, some places you can actually have that. But I'm not really sure where. But I think that the mountain, the background looks very cool with like the blue poking through. And on top, I'm going to add some lighter colors and some white to give off clouds, and I like to kind of make it look more like clouds. And the hat, I really like the lines in the hat, but I have to figure out a way to separate the so for instance, if I'm going to be using a dark line here for the clouds, I should probably have like white highlights to break up, so people know that that's, this is where the hat is and this is where the cloud is, because there's obviously white and black there. So I don't want it to be mistaken for a cloud. I want it to obviously, like here, you obviously know it's a hat. But yeah, I think my use of the dark lines are interesting. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad thing. Some, when I was going to art school in high school, my art teacher would tell us not to use too much dark because it's like over here, it's kind of hard to recover from that. But it's still doable. I tried to mix the paint, not use just a pure dark. When you have dark lines, it can be hard to paint over them, but they can be very expressive. But that's a certain style, I guess. It's kind of like, that's just the way I paint, I guess. So yeah, that's a little update. And this monstrosity of dried paint is still a monstrosity. Pro tip, you can use coconuts to paint inside of, and it holds water and the paint, and I think it works really well. I like it, the coconut husk. I like it instead of buying a plastic thing to put it on. So yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend using a coconut. Alright, what's next? So it's late, we had a long day. I'm gonna go to bed because my neighbor had an issue. He got a cut on his thumb, and there was just an argument between them, and it kind of escalated, and the police came, and I was helping treat his wound and helping keep them calm and separated until the police got here. And I don't know, maybe I helped, maybe I didn't, but the idea is that I want to help promote men's mental health awareness, because I struggle with mental health as well, and I, there are some people that have had to go into psychiatric hospitals, and it just is not a very good experience. And so I want to promote men's mental health and use my social media, my channels to do that, because I would like to bike from Florida to Virginia to promote men's mental health, and also to try to get a sponsor for the Yoju Soju cocktail brand, which I would love to try, because I would love to be like an Asian stunt man that does funny stunts. Like you can go on Instagram and find my character. I have a character called the Asian Gopnik, Asian_Gopnik, and basically it's like an Adidas loving Asian dude that like practices martial arts and like bikes around, and he's like trying to be like a Slav. He's like trying to be like a Russian dude, like wearing a tracksuit, like doing squats, and you know what I mean. So that's like a character I play just to be funny. But yeah, so I think that's gonna do it now for the vlog. It's about this vlog would be a lot better if I was actually painting today, but once I get started painting, it's kind of hard to stop, and it's already late. We already had a very crazy thing happen with my neighbor. He had to go to the hospital, and I'm just hoping that they're okay, that my neighbor's okay, and everyone involved with that issue is okay. But you know, but today I'm just here to talk about my art, and right now I'm here to just talk about my art a little bit, and just hopefully we can enjoy a little bit of this discussion. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good night, everybody, or a good day, whatever time you're viewing this.